Good morning. Today I'm going to make something again for the holidays, and this is a dish that was so simple, but and I know everybody probably has their version of it, and that maybe this exact same version, but it's a cranberry salad for Thanksgiving and Christmas. My grandma Green, Kathleen Green, would do this Thanksgiving and Christmas, and we expected it. We couldn't wait to have it. It is so good with turkey, but it's not the tart cranberries that you sometimes get. It's actually really sweet, so it's really good. And if you look down here, you can see I've already started mincing everything up because I didn't figure you wanted to watch me do all that. But you take a cup and a half of cranberries and chop them finely. One small apple, chop them real small finely. And I use like a cup of this mandarin oranges. I saved the juice for the Jello, and I chopped it up, and a half a cup of pecans. Now, my sister-in-law, Ashley, is the one who actually makes this now for our family get-togethers, and she doesn't add the pecans because some of the family doesn't like pecans. But since I'm making it, I like pecans, so I'm going to use it. And you have a package of cherry Jello, which this is kind of cool. I'm a history buff. I was a history teacher, so it's in my blood. But I wanted to look it up because I thought, you think about like the 60s and 70s was the era of Jello and all this. It actually was patented, and they started it in 1897, was the first gelatin, and a lady in New York named it Jello, her and her husband. And then the first Jello salad was actually in 1904. So I thought that was crazy because I thought it was more of a modern thing. It's not. So it's very old. So I thought that was kind of pretty cool. So cherry Jello. And so what I'm going to do, I've chopped everything up finely. I've took some crushed pineapple. I don't know, can you see that, Kaylee? Oops. Okay. And I took the juice because I'm going to use that juice. Jello calls for a cup of hot water. You dissolve the Jello, and then you add a cup of cold water. Well, if you want more flavor, you do juice. So I'm going to use the pineapple juice that I had, and even that little bit of mandarin orange juice for that extra cup instead of using the cup of water. So we have all this. I have my Jello, and I've got my hot water over here. So I am going to put a cup of hot water in. I mean, this is so simple. But it's just kind of a classic thing to have at the holidays. So I need to get that dissolved quickly. Now, the reason this is so sweet, you have the Jello already, but you're going to put in a cup and a half of sugar. I know, it's a lot. It is a lot. But that's why we only do this 2 times a year. We have that Thanksgiving and Christmas. You don't want to eat, do this all the time. Obviously, that's a lot of sugar intake. So I get that all dissolved. And then I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to take my my pineapple juice. I've already put the mandarin orange juice in there. I'm going to add that in. Mix that up. And that'll be ready for all these other ingredients. But what I'm going to do first is use that bowl, because why waste a bowl? I'm going to put all my ingredients in here, all together. If you don't have one of these scraper things, you need one. I use them all the time. And to clean off like counters, if I've been doing something with hot rolls or something, you can clean off your flour and it cleans it right up. So it's very nice. So I'm going to add that cup and a half of sugar. Just a moment. Forgot to have that going. Okay. And I'm going to put in a couple of large tablespoons of the pineapple. About half a cup worth. Okay, that adds a little bit of sweetness there. And I'll mix that up. Get everything coated. And I actually like to sit and let this start macerating, letting the sugar dissolve. But I'm not going to do that for this because I actually have one already made up for you that you're going to get to see here really quickly. To see as you stir it, the juices start dissolving that sugar, so it's a lot more. It's a little bit better there. So that you simply put in your Jello. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, that looks like the holidays, looks like Christmas. So you mix that in there, and you cover it with some plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator for at least a day. So like 24 hours. You want to let that set up. And so I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to show you what one looks like that is done. This has been in the refrigerator since Wednesday, so you can see how pretty it is. And I'm going to actually get a little bit out of here so you can see what it looks like. And you can put it in a prettier bowl than this. This is not necessarily a gorgeous bowl, but... And that is cranberry Jello salad. Well, if I can get it on my spoon. The sweetness is wonderful, but the cranberries are so tart, and the pecans kind of have a little saltiness to them. It is so good. So you need to try this for your holidays, and I hope you enjoy it. And again, enjoy the holidays. Get out with your family, start creating more recipes. The old ones are always good. You want to use your old recipes, but it's always good to add something new once in a while just to try something out. So this may be what you want to try. Have a Merry Christmas.